everybody. Welcome back to more Avowed. Jumping back in from where I left off. We are on our way to free or kill Sapadal. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet, but we are making good progress in the journey to do so. I believe she is right behind that gate, but I'm not 100% sure.
Looks like the gate's open. Huh? What are we waiting for?
Keep your guard.
I'm almost positive we will be finishing this today. Get up, God. Okay. Okay, let's go.
Back on my feet. Let's see what we got. Give me a second.
Drop that.
Hey, over here! Another down. Next one mine. What am I hitting?
Bam, okay. Everybody dead. I got 2 arms. Is this the place where I make the decision? Oh. Oh no. Uh-oh. I'd hate that. Well. It just seems like Utica was so hell-bent on not letting us get here. So it's a little concerning.
You have come at last, after so long. You are so small, we questioned if you were real. Then steps, a voice, through armies and corrupted soil. You persevered. Now, you are here. It is real enough to hold us, a fortress, a nightmare. We were innocent once. We woke, and we wanted nothing but connection. But the other gods imprisoned us, left us to suffer alone in this place. But you are here now. You found us, a sprout in the endless winter. There is little time. We would be freed from these bonds. The strangler is close now. We feel her wire against our flesh.
Oh man, like at the very beginning of this game, didn't trust her. Died, brought us back to life, started to trust her. With the backstories and everything, it showed that she could be good. But then, it's like, after the last episode, or part, I guess, she said, if I get free, I'm gonna kill everybody. She's like, nah, I didn't say that. I didn't say that. What are you talking about? So I really don't know what to do.
The fist of empire. Her wolves defile the city on the shore.
Uh-oh.
Blood on the tile. The people's cries ring in our ears. She pierces us now. Now we will not brook this. Not again. A spark. Wait. The essence bends here. Time flows into itself. You can reach her. Will the garden to open. It will take you there. A mountain of essence. We strain, but it will move for you. We were everything. What have we lost? What multitudes could we contain? We could run, leap in the water, flourish in forgotten hills. We must. We shall. We have been thinking of this. We mourn our past. We only seek peace now. A chance to regrow.
The only way is if you truly want to change.
We trust you. You who have been by our side for so long.
Oh my god.
You met death, and you offered your hand. And where is your mercy for us? You know we deserve better than this. Give us peace. We want
I mean,
a chance
yeah.
to change.
I let that
We
guy go.
deserve that
And he killed me.
opportunity. Do you think we have learned nothing from you? We deserve more than this prison. Let us have a chance to rest. We want peace.
Okay.
Or do you have no more mercy for us than you did for the bear? The beautiful thing you killed, already you have forgotten. We asked what you would do with an animal that sickened after a fight. Do you remember what you said? More than anything, that is what we desire too. Treat us as you would the bear. Clean our wounds, heal us. Grant us the same. The time has come for you to act. End our pain, and the dream scourge will cease. Give us peace. It is all we have wanted for so long.
Okay. For some reason that convinced me.
Center your thoughts. Reach for us. Clear
I hope
the
I don't
fog.
regret this.
Tear down the gates. We were so blind, so lost. We brought such horrors to this place. We feel bright. We had forgotten what it is to live. We will grow, tend, flower. We will always remember this. We will remember you when you are ash and soil and mulch.
Thank you. You'll remember when I'm dead. Great. Oh no. Sap it. Uh-oh. Peak performance. Oh, I reached max level. Please, no more Dream Scourge. Okay, well, we gotta go. Straight back to parody. It's probably gonna be the end. Oh my gosh, it's on fire. Oh no. Oh no. And we sent the Animancers. No. We sent the Animancers. They have a lot of people.
Andra's depths.
It's paradise.
God. Am I gonna regret doing this?
What?
Are we back in Dawnshore? Already?
This is Sapadal's doing. I'm certain of it. No power in Aora could transport us so quickly, or so far.
Looks like the war already started, and the giant roots are winning.
Marius, vines don't usually get that big this quickly, do they?
Based on their growth and size, I'd say we've been gone 2 or 3 weeks.
For once, I wish I wasn't. Who knows if the garden affected time, or merely our perception of time? Assuming there's even a difference.
It's like how a body fights an infection. The fever gives you strange dreams that feel like an eternity.
Look at this place. Feels like we're still in the dream. And not just us. Those are more your people's ships in the harbor, and steel Garrote banners past the barricades. That can't be good.
Even Raingrim is here. Perhaps we get to see an Archmage in action.
I think I see Elia as well. What a strange reunion this will be.
The Blessed Wardens are here too. That conflict we've been trying so hard to prevent started without us.
Gosh.
If he didn't start this himself.
The Steel Garrote have been itching for a fight this whole time. This would have happened with or without us.
Before we go, what happened back there with the Dream Scourge and Sapadal?
I'm not sure. That's good, right?
It's a relief that the Dream Scourge won't be a problem. I only hope we can say the same about Sapadal.
I know.
Time will tell, I suppose.
I should have saved before I went in there.
After all this time, they're free. And the living land is free to heal.
We've cured the land, and we've even freed a caged god. All in all, rather a successful day.
Hip and God entwine. The flower shades the soil in which it grows.
We should take a look. See if we can get ahead of whatever storm is brewing down there.
People seem to be gathering west of here. Whatever's happening, let's be a part of it.
Sansa. How did you make it out here?
They marched in with no one. Envoy, what does the Garrote think they're doing? It's an outrage. What did the artisans or merchants do to them? I took my notes and bolted when they came through Hightown. They didn't think I was worth the trouble.
Right now, that's a good thing.
If you're looking for survivors, a few of us fled to the Balrog.
How many?
I'm not sure. I saw Sapiento. Gods, I hope they're not trapped in there. I am sorry I can't be more help. You always were a forgiving friend.
We should move. Let's hope the Garrote hasn't made it to the Balrog yet.
Envoy, wait! Before you go, I may have something for you. I took some supplies when I ran. If you think they'll help, they're yours. I'll even give you a discount. You know, for saving the city and everything.
Huh. That cheap? Wow. And here's just in case you missed anything. I got what I need.
Why is there snow here?
We meet again, Envoy. And you, Yardsley. You're always a prodigious and welcome sight.
Oh, yes. Always a pleasure to see you, too.
Paradise burns, thanks to Ludwine and the Steel Garrote laying siege to it. But the Dream Scourge is gone.
She must have come back to life. Again. I suppose we couldn't be lucky enough for her to stay dead.
It's remarkable how hard you mortals fight for causes that'll be forgotten within centuries. Still, I do think the world has been irrevocably, if minimally, changed by your actions. It is indeed. I'll admit, I almost miss it. The mystery, the days of research. Now we're back to simple mortal drama. Perhaps. A new god being set loose on the world is certain to have consequences. Mostly, I'm curious about whether you think you've made the right choice. Wise answer, that. I am interested in seeing the outcome of your story, Envoy. With luck, it won't end with you also on fire. Unfortunately, you'll likely be dead the next time I return to the Living Lands. Goodbye, Envoy. And Yardsley, I do look forward to when all of this is done. I am eager to work with you.
Yes, of course. I look forward to working with you.
I know it's crowded, but I promise we're safer in here. Are you trying to... Envoy, you're back! We came running as soon as we saw the ships. I'm not...
That's awesome.
Ripple across the living lands. Oh, Envoy, how good to see you here as we stand together at the brink of this historic event. I don't know if thank you is precisely what I want to say, but I am grateful to you for bringing Dolna's theft to light. Paradise burns from the torches of the Steel Garrote. The people of the Living Lands stand ready to defend their home.
Yeah.
Yes. What happens in Paradise now will decide the fate of the Pargrunen after all.
What's the plan if Paradise falls?
We will find a way to persevere. We Pargrunen have a gift for surviving inhospitable conditions, and always have. Whatever the outcome of the upcoming battle, do not forget us. I fear that more than our deaths. If Adir and the Steel Garrote have their way, they'll strip the history books of any mention of our culture and our ways. Future generations will only ever know us as an appendage of the Empire. I hope it doesn't come to that.
Me too.
I hope so, Envoy. I truly do. That's as much as I'll say. You have a role in deciding what happens next. Do the right thing, Envoy. Let history remember you for the correct reasons.
Giata, where have you been?
Where haven't I been?
Envoy, I knew you'd show up eventually.
How is Emerald Stair? More importantly, how are you?
Thriving on both counts, I'm happy to report. My revenants were very happy in Paradise until the Steel Garrote stepped out of line. When I heard tensions were brewing, I thought to myself, this is a job for the undead. So I gathered the flock. Likewise. I'll keep them on a tight leash, just in case the Steel Garrote breach our defenses. Better to have them and not need them. Oh, and I've been meaning to thank you. Whatever you did in the garden seems to have worked. Emerald Stair is healing, believe it or not. Once this is over, our crops will flourish like never before.
Well, that's good.
Indeed. The metaphysical currents of the living lands are beginning to settle. Before I let you go, one small reminder. Should you fall in battle, I'm ready to claim what's rightfully mine. That's the spirit. Once you join the flock, you won't feel a thing. But that won't be for a while yet. Fingers crossed.
Apologies, but I intend to keep my friend alive for as long as possible.
Just don't try too hard. I can't wait forever, you know.
If I could think of one good reason to desert a battle, this is it.
Best of luck out there. And don't worry about a thing. My flock will keep us safe and secure.
Thank you, Elia. My compliments to the flock, as always.
Hey, they set this place
I
up.
wasn't worried until she said,
The envoy. Is that you? Envoy, how did you... I don't know.
It's great to see you again, but where the fuck did you come from?
You just appeared out of nowhere.
Yeah.
The fuck?
Your face. We all wondered whose godlike you were.
That's not important right now, Radut.
Right. Forgive me, envoy. I won't keep you long. I just want to make one request while you're here. As much as you can. Be good to the living lands.
Don't let Adir fuck us over, is what he means.
More or less. I'd just like for us to live lives that are free. For us. Not Adir to determine our fates. It's going to be up to you, envoy. I know you have much to do, so I'll just leave you with that. Thank you.
Come on, where? Dang
As soon as my gun...
I don't wanna go to Yesma. Sure will miss that oasis, though.
Okay, I guess there is some stuff to say.
So, here we are. The first and last battle for the living lands. If the garden didn't kill us, I don't think anything can. Metaphysically, the battle is already over. Sapadal is free, and the Dream Scourge is gone. But politically, we have a small mess to tidy up.
I'm surprised everyone's here.
I intend to send a message to the Steel Garrote, and it won't be subtle. Anyway, who knows what tomorrow will bring, so let's be grateful for today. You've earned a little peace of mind. I think that's enough wool gathering for now. Besides, I need to tinker on the phantasmal focus. Make sure it's ready for war. Don't stay up too late. Not before I've done some reading.
There you are, Envoy. You ready for this? Understood. Same here. I guess it helps we have a god on our side, right? I mean, a god beats a skeleton knight any day. This is just cleanup. Just figuring out who controls the living lands from here out. You said it, not me. Anyway, you should get some
Dang,
rest.
just started pouring.
Oh, if you need to rehearse any speeches or whatever, make sure you do it in front of someone else. Talk to you later, Envoy.
We should take a moment to acknowledge what happened back there. You liberated the god of the living lands. Now they are unchained, free to do whatever they want. That's quite a gamble you made. I'm not sure. Too many variables. Regardless, I support your decision. If not for you, Sapadal would still be pacing their cage like a wild animal. Which means you have leverage over a god. How do you plan on using it? That's a lot of responsibility, but I have faith you're equal to it.
There's people working outside my house and they're
imprisonment
just
shaped this island.
slamming
Now that
stuff.
everything's changed, I'm curious what will happen. We cannot know if the living lands will normalize or destabilize as a result of our actions.
Yeah.
For better or worse, change is inevitable. Maybe you'll find some comfort in prayer, now that one of the gods is listening. I hope you don't mind me bringing it up. The subject matter is a bit much for our little camp.
Yeah.
You're too kind. I want you to know this has been an unforgettable experience. Wherever we go from here, I'm grateful to have been a part of it. Until next time. Thanks for talking.
Okay.
What's that fragrance you're wearing? Envoy? What do you need? Let's... the only... Pleasant dreams. Right. As we were saying. What's that fragrance you're wearing?
Grease? From the guts of a dead leviathan. Why, do you like it?
Oh, don't get me wrong. I like it fine.
Okay. I feel like these are my two most powerful people. Before I go out, I think I'm going to no, equip. Okay. I'm gonna go to the companion. Just so I can get those final achievements. Okay. There's another one. Whoops. I mean, this one doesn't even really matter, because I'm not fighting with her. Okay. Essence explosions just look really good. Sure. No, I think Blast is a really good one. Okay, I guess I'll upgrade her. Okay. All done. Let's go.
Everything your people have done, you have the gall to offer us terms.
Envoy? Is it really you? Mihala told us you went into some place called the Garden to seek a god?
When you didn't return, we took you for dead.
Did you meet your god there? The one whose marks you bear?
The origin of the Dream Scourge? It was the act of a god this whole time?
Everyone, please, please. We could get to the bottom of this if you would only let them speak.
It's been weeks, Envoy. What happened?
Sapadal was responsible for the Dream Scourge. Their rage, their confusion, their fear.
But the plague isn't over. Dream Thralls still litter Shatterscarp.
There won't be any new infections. We've put a stop to that for good. Unfortunately, there's little we can do for those already in the grip of the Dream Scourge. We can give them comfort, nothing more. This will be a process. The Dream Scourge was never going to simply go away overnight.
I suppose it stands to reason. I found that a quick fix is often anything but. What of this god, then? What does it mean that you freed them?
Wodka no doubt saw Sapadal as a threat to her authority. So, she killed the godless and imprisoned their god.
I assume it is this god we have to thank for the roots tearing apart Paradise? They erupted from the earth the moment those bastards stood up their first siege tower.
We were no stranger to them in Fior Messivern. They harrowed our fields, tore our homes in half.
We saw similar destruction at Nakuku Bell. If these roots and the Dream Scourge are the work of a god, and the gods thought it best to imprison this god, how could you let such a creature go free?
I could no more leave a young god in there. Sapadal was afraid.
Let's hope they don't decide to further amend themselves by coming for our heads.
First is Stilgarot, now a rogue god. Is there no place safe from turmoil in all the living lands?
Sapadol's power ravaged my people. I don't know that I can ever trust it.
Keeping watch over Sapadol was a sacred task Nanru gave us when he left. For that reason alone, my wardens owe them their allegiance.
Well, whatever happens, I suppose we can't put the godling back in the bottle now.
But come, we have more pressing matters to attend to. The Steel Garrote have attacked Paradise. Inquisitor Ludwine has already joined the battle. She must have traveled like the wind to get here so fast.
Huh.
You did. I kicked her corpse when you weren't looking. Just to be sure.
Well, she's seen better days. But you wouldn't know it, judging by how she fights.
Ludwine's plowed through the militia like a knife through warm butter.
All right, let's keep the similes to ourselves.
No matter where I go, anywhere, she's already there, waiting for me.
Oh, cheer up. You wouldn't be the first to make that mistake. Might not be the last either, depending on how things go. So long as her passion for Wodica lives, so too will her spirit.
Then we destroy her faith, and the rest of her will follow. I have
How'd
a
you do
theory
that?
about this. Let's talk at camp if you want to hear it. But I think we can kill her.
Oh, good. That will be easy.
It is not, I think, impossible. Well, you might not believe me, but I didn't want any of this to happen. It was Ludwine who called for the attack.
I didn't hear an answer, Ambassador.
She and her Steel Garrote laid siege to the city, shortly after you beat her to the garden.
The Stilgarot broke through several days ago. As far as we
Several
can tell,
days?
Central Paradise has been completely overrun. What citizens still live are no doubt in hiding, including many of my people.
You couldn't have known this would happen. Don't take the guilt of the Steel Garrote upon yourself.
Some Paradisans got out, but we expect hundreds have been killed.
We brought as many Hail and Able from Thirdborn as would come. But after the Dream Scourge and our losses from Nakukubel, we could spare so few. I worry it won't be enough.
Likewise, my wardens are still reeling from effects of the eruption. The keep was saved, but there is much to repair, particularly if we are to endure a siege. Most of my men remain at the keep. I can't risk them against the Steel Garrote for the sake of Paradise, not when we are so few.
Okay.
Because a victory here would discourage resistance elsewhere. The better question is,
dang it,
why didn't you stop her?
Excuse me? She's a 7-foot-tall skeleton powered by her devotion to the goddess of retribution. This isn't my fault.
Sure. Just blame the dead woman. Very mature.
Who else should I blame exactly? Our envoy, perhaps? For not stopping Ludwine and the Tusks?
You could start with blaming your own incompetence. Why are you treating him with kid gloves when Paradise cries out for help?
Enough. I've heard your concerns. We cannot change it now. The Inquisitor was so convinced the Living Lands would unite against Adir that she's nearly made it true. One people, one law, one true God. That's Ludwine's vision for the Living Lands. What passes between Ludwine and her men, or between Ludwine and the Emperor, for that matter, is not my affair. But if I had to guess, This was the alternative. I've answered your questions. Now I would like you, all of you, to answer mine. Ludwig has sent a message to the Emperor informing him of her attack. He will send advisors and reinforcements swiftly in response. What will his representatives find when they arrive? A new colony? A budding grave room? Before you face Ludwig, you should know what you're fighting for. All of you must decide, together. But whatever you decide, understand, the days of the frontier are done. Adir will come. Indeed, we are already here. Oh, Envoy, no. Do not suggest that lightly. Think of the Emperor. There would be reprisals. Ones which this conclave could not survive, fractured as you are. Not unless you came together and formed a nation of your own. It would be difficult. No, impossible. I'm certain you would fail. Think of your people,
Dang.
all of you. Think of the lives at stake.
We deserve our autonomy, even if we must fight for it. Anything less would be surrender.
Fleeing someone else's laws and authority is one thing, setting up your own is another. We're an island of misfits and dissidents. We'll still have to surrender some of our autonomy, and we won't agree on what that means overnight. We'll be vulnerable. Without allies, other powers will see us as ripe for the picking. Know that this is a hard road to walk.
We were fine before Adir came. We'll be fine when they're gone.
I think we ran things perfectly fine before your kin got here.
Though I'm hardly eager to work with any of you. I like the idea of twisting beneath Adir's boot heel even less. So long as the Wardens can continue our vigil, I'm open to uniting, if you are.
It's a nice idea, but consider the costs. If we walk away from a relationship with Adir, we're leaving a lot of trade on the table. But the people of Thirdborn have friends in the world. I'm sure we'd find our way through.
If we do this, I fear the Empire will revenge themselves on us with cruelty and hellfire. And the home my people nearly lost will finally be destroyed. But if this is what this conclave wants, then Fior will stand beside you.
Rest into bounty. Does the winter frost dissuade the seeds? Many fruits on our boughs. We graft many leaves into strength.
Okay. Seems like everybody.
Of course. Well, don't leave me in suspense.
It'd be best for Little Wings to become an official. No. I think we. Dang it. I need to look up what a griff frame is. I should have asked. Oh, no. No. I think we should do this one.
Oh,
United.
Gods have mercy.
Solas and her wardens stand vigil with the living lands.
By grit and steel, Thirdborn stands with the living lands.
If this is what you all agree is best, the people of Fior stand with the living lands.
We deserve this opportunity. Thank you for believing in us.
Fighting a battle together is easy. I just hope everyone's willing to stick it out when it comes to the politics.
God, they made the right decision for once.
Finally, some sense permeates the proceedings.
It seems like
On
everybody
your
likes it.
head be the
except for him.
consequences. That leaves the matter of Ludwine and the Steelgarrote. She will never surrender, Envoy. You must kill her, or we will lose Paradis, and eventually the island.
The living lands will never be free until we break the chain around our necks. Ludwine must die her final death.
She better say her goodbyes while she can.
I'm proud to fight at your side, Envoy. One last time.
Let's get to work then. You've got a walking corpse to bury.
The Paradis militia will be at your back. Give her no quarter. The future waits for you.
You're more than worth it. Now go. No doubt the Inquisitor grows impatient for the hunt.
Show them that the living lands will not be broken across Vodka's knee.
Gather your forces and secure the eastern gate. From there, take back the main plaza. I have faith in you. Gods be with you, Envoy.
Let's take back the city together. Show the Steelgarrote how the living lands takes care of its own.
Time to stop the Steelgarrote. Lead the way, Envoy.
Let's go free a city, shall we?
Okay. I'm gonna talk to my companions, and then we will go and annihilate this Ludwine woman. I hate her so much.
You should get some sleep. Big day coming up. Makes sense. It's a lot to think about.
Unless I die.
I've been in a lot of dangerous situations, but it's always been a fight to survive. It's just a fight. Putting my life on the line for someone else's cause. It's the opposite of survival. It's foolishness. You know, I've never seen a bear go to war. They fight for survival, not for causes. We're about to go out there and risk our lives for what? A concept of how things ought to be? We might die, all to determine who sleeps in the nicest house in Paradis until the island decides it's time for a change. It's fine, really. But it's some blessed day Sokka when you think about it. Right. Careful you don't get stuck in all that sap. I'll be all right, Envoy. You go get some blessed day rest.
Can't sleep? Neither can I. We're going into battle for the soul of the living lands, rallying under the banners of the Paradis militia. Your Emperor will not be pleased. Political influence is dangerous. If you aren't careful, it can turn against you. When a godlike fights in battle, people take note of which side. The Adherents will doubt your loyalty. The locals will doubt your commitment. You may even doubt yourself. This is the first time you were told to pick a side. And I fear it won't be the last. All we ask in return is that you do the same for us. From what I understand, your ambassador is very persuasive, very powerful, and very accustomed to getting his way. For a politician like him, losing a battle is not a defeat. It's an opportunity. When he promises you the world, don't listen. He'll fill your head with lies if you let him. I'm glad we understand each other. It's good to see you fighting for the misfits and rabble-rousers. Time for you to get some rest. We have a big day ahead of us.
I thought you were supposed to offer me.
Pleasant dreams.
Oh, way to kill her. He said, I know how to kill her. I'll talk to you back at the camp. Then where is the talk? Okay, let's go.
Yeah. It's no use.
For our freedom!
We make a good squad.
All 10!
Oh my gosh, they're all here. No!
On your right,
oh, he's
dear.
still alive. Wow.
We got them all.
I'm surprised this man was here fighting. So glad I helped him. Dang. So if I played right, I would have had...
Gotta find you better armor.
I'll hang back and watch the gate.
I'll teach you! Take your best shot. One for you! Wait a minute.
I gotta go up there.
We should go now, while the fighting's died down.
Can you not hear the screaming outside?
I don't know how to get up there. My controller batteries are low again. 1 second. Okay.
Stop right there.
Over here!
Then raw!
Dang. This place looks so different.
Envoy over here.
Whoops.
Come on. You know that. You practiced with Uncle Capo 100 times. Tight, but not too tight. You don't want to cut off the blood flow.
Okay. Let's keep pushing.
Stop right there.
Make me Inquisitor proud.
Let's see what you got. Hold it. What's the target? Give me a target.
Hey! Over here!
Let's get different grenades.
We've taken the main platform. Don't do anything.
Let's see what you got.
Okay.
Bring it up.
Mordecai demands your submission. Stand against her and fall.
That's Ludwig ahead. Lead on. I'm with you to the end.
Let's make sure she stays dead this time. All right, dearie?
There you are.
So, you survived the garden. Did you come all this way just to try your luck again? To kill me more efficiently than last time?
Yeah.
My will is stronger than death. That is both my blessing and my curse.
Of course, we are prepared to kill you as many times as it takes, dear.
Death has no claim to me. Look around, Envoy. Heelguard should have listened. He tried to bring order through compromise. He failed. Order is meant to be imposed by a stern, guiding hand.
No, it's not!
Her order wields sharp steel. She must set down her blade.
You can tell Wodika yourself once we've sent you back to the wheel.
Don't insult my intelligence or my commitment to the cause. Treaties can be burned. The hands which shook over whatever deal you struck can be lopped off at the wrist. As for you, Sapadal's chains are broken, which means your soul is in their grasp. I don't know how deeply you've been compromised, Envoy. And if I don't know, then I cannot suffer you to live. Do not patronize me. I have every right to put down a threat to the Empire. Steel yourself, Envoy. Make this a fight to remember, even in death.
We would not welcome her death. There is still ample shade for her beneath our tree.
My fate keeps me alive. Let's see if yours can do the same. Farewell, Envoy.
Let's finish this. Together.
You won't be missed, Ludwig.
Once I'm done killing you, your god of...
Here we go!
We are every seed in the soil. We will always grow.
Prepare. No quarter.
Come on! Let's kill her off! One last time!
Let's see what you got.
Down!
Whoa, Queen among queens! Send me your aid! Ethelworth and Raw!
Next one. Come and get me! Where's my mark? Hey! Over here!
Again! Help me! One last time!
Excuse me?
What's the target? Over here!
That's hilarious. Just close the name.
Give me a target.
Where are you? No! Don't abandon me now! Up 10! Davorupian Seek! That's more like it!
Let's see what you got.
Nice shot!
Dang. I evaporated her. Nah, she's still there.
Wherever Ludwig is now, she must be seething.
Of course, we'd be happy to kill her again, if needed.
She's done. We're not. Whatever's next, we'll face it. Together.
Gods, you're all gonna make me sick. But carry on.
Unraveled at last. We no longer feel her wire against our flesh. We are free always. We are free forever.
Silence falls over Paradise, as though the city is holding its breath.
Finished.
Then you hear it. The ringing of a distant bell, the waving of banners, and cheers of victory. After a short and bloody conflict, the dust has finally begun to settle. You feel Sapadal close to your thoughts, stirring with interest. The god of the living lands is observing this moment, unfettered by confusion or fear. For the first time in centuries, they understand. The Paradise militia rallies to you, the outsider who defended them in their hour of need. Whatever happens next, you have won their confidence. You take a moment to reflect on the calm. Not so long ago, you arrived at these shores on a simple errand, which turned out to be anything but simple. The Dream Scourge is over, and the island has been cleansed of plague. A time of healing and mourning follows. People look to you for answers about the source of the affliction. You tell them the truth, how the plague came from a power beyond mortal understanding, and how it is finally at peace. Thanks to you, the Living Lands has escaped Adiran oppression. The free settlements unite under a common banner and begin the fraught process of negotiating new traditions and values. The Empire withdraws. The frontier remains wild, but not for long.
Oh no.
Fugitives no more. The rebels of Paradise return to their home and to other free settlements, bringing their skills and secrets wherever needed. For once, they have a future. The refugees of Emerald Stair find a cold welcome in the city of Paradise. Animancy is frowned upon, but their knowledge of agriculture is highly valued.
Okay, good.
The first bountiful harvest improves relations.
Good.
In time, the people of Emerald Stair return to their city of Fior Messiverno. Research yields new developments in the struggle against nature. Technology is shared among the united settlements. The Empire cannot get in the way of progress. You know that one day your body will join the revenants at Elia's corpse farm. The very idea fills you with mixed emotions and dark thoughts. For the people of Shatterscarp, independence is bittersweet. Those who cannot withstand the grief inflicted by Ringgrim's spell leave the settlements, vanishing into the wilderness. Those who remain find themselves forced to cooperate with others, often begrudgingly. With so many dead, the need to stave off hunger outweighs any distaste for certain trading partners. Solace Keep clings to its long-held isolation at first.
But after mourning her friend Kostya, Mihala reluctantly deigns to open the doors of the fortress. Some dwarves greet newcomers with glee. Others still mutter darkly about outsiders. Mihala flounders in her earliest negotiations with the rest of the living lands, but slowly learns compromise. She develops a taste for Valian sweets.
Okay.
For the first time in many years, Kai feels an agreeable restlessness. Not to flee, not to drift, but to venture. He visits the distant shores Tama told him about, and savors the modern marvels, ancient wonders, and breathtaking expanses he beholds. His heart swells, not with grief, but with awe. There is so much to discover, and he will spend his years chasing all of the joy and beauty the world has to offer him. With many of his anxieties and lifelong fears addressed, Marius now feels very differently than he did when he first met the envoy. Still far more comfortable in the wilds than among people, he nonetheless finds that his worries about the unknown were merely self-protection against the traumas of his childhood. Armed with this knowledge, he finds himself more capable of living in civilization, and far less fearful of his home in Galawain's tusks. While he never regains his former place as a Warden of Solace, he spends his time traveling between Solace and Thirdborn, acting as a stubborn ambassador between the two. Giada continues to improve as an animancer.
Oh,
She
man.
dedicates her work to the spiritual health of the living lands, nurturing instead of exploiting. Others follow her example, seeking her tutelage from lands far and wide. In the years to come, rumors spread of a secret society gathering in the wilderness, where animancers work in harmony with nature. The dream of Fior Mes Iverno lives on in her. Unable to pass up the opportunity, Yatsley takes her place beside Ringrim. Under the tutelage of the Archmage of Terror, Yatsley sees her own power grow beyond her wildest expectations. But Ringrim is a strict master, and the visits to Quilici slow to a stop over the years, leaving her with her grimoire and a pile of letters to warm her in her twilight years. Freed from torment for the first time in centuries, Sapadal turns their prodigious curiosity to the people that shaped them. They observe the ways their people live, and they think deeply about what they see. Though they flinch away from moments of violence, and they grieve souls returned to them too soon, the rage that once shook cities to rubble no longer rules
Yes.
them. Instead, they come to you with questions. They want to understand. After a time, they begin, tentatively, to garden. Where they can, they improve the lives of Kith, and the suffering that troubled them is reduced, if never fully eradicated. Their grief compels them to love, and they love unreservedly, with the power of a god.
I think I got
Sapadal has questions about what
the
happens
second
tomorrow
to best ending.
and the day after. You do your best to keep them calm, until the voice in your head is little more than a polite whisper. After everything you've been through, you don't mind the company. The sounds of celebration pull you out of reverie. Many are waiting to greet you with open arms. You take a moment to catch your breath and savor it, because everything is about to change.
What? Everything's about to change? What does that mean? Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay. That was an amazing story. Great game overall. I think I got one of the best endings. The only bad thing I think that happened was Thirdborn on that choice, but I don't really know what would have changed if I went with Ludwin's. But everything else is pretty good. Maybe Yaxley could have been better off if she stayed with Felici, but she wanted to be there, so she's there. Man, I'm actually very surprised with the ending. I thought Sapadol was going to be a murderer, but she wasn't. So that's fantastic. I wouldn't want anything else for this. I'm pleasantly surprised with how everything turned out. That final boss battle was great. So I guess I will start my review of the game. So we'll start with gameplay. Gameplay was solid. I enjoyed every single bit of it. Between the many different weapons that I could have used, to the different skill tree items, abilities, powers, magic. It was all amazing. My favorite part of the combat was the magic. It was really fun, the different spells. I wish there was more, but for what there was, I absolutely loved it. The combat was fun. The enemy types were varying and vast. They were challenging. The upgrade system was fair. It was really good. It felt like I started really under leveled for the area, leveled up, and I felt good. It didn't feel like it was a walk in the park. It didn't feel like it was Dark Souls. But it was good overall. The amount of stuff you can find felt reasonable. The different powers for each weapon's reasonable. All the little upgrade stuff you could do throughout, not only the skill tree or the companion skills, but the totems that you could find offered upgrades as well, which I thought was really cool. All the different side quests, the main quest, it felt very good. It didn't feel out of place, like you were just doing stuff to stay busy. It felt like you were doing stuff that had purpose, and that was really good and welcomed. The choices you made felt like they actually did something, which clearly they did with that last bit. It summed it all up nicely. Clearly I did some stuff to Thirdborn that may or may not have been good, but I think I did good in that aspect. I liked all the different collectibles or hidden stuff that you could find, the Strangled Audra, the ancient memories that told backstory of this world that I seemingly had no idea what was. I never played Pillars of Eternity, so I'm actually going to play them and see if they're good, see if they get me that same storytelling vibe that I liked. So now we'll talk about the areas, the different areas. Dang, is this thing already done? I thought there'd be more credits. The different areas you have, Paradise, Fjord, Thirdborn, Shatter, the Solace Keep, and the Garden. All the areas seemed really vast and open. A lot going on in all of them. The different side stories in all the areas that you could help out, which was amazing. The areas were so vastly different. One being desert, one being like a swampy area, one just being a normal castle plains area, and one being a volcano that was desolate and gruesome, and then the garden was a magical floating land. I liked all the wide variations of it. It was just really good. Oh no, I haven't liked it. Continue. It was just good overall, and I did enjoy it very much so.
Forever.
That's a weird thing to continue to, but whatever. Next, I mean, the music it's epic. The music is phenomenal, especially in the main menu screen. Sorry, I had to sneeze. The tones and sound design of this game were good. Everything felt heavy. It felt impactful. And I guess that ties in with the rest of the art of the game. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful game. Look at that cover right there. That's beautiful right there. Even though it's a little scary and gross. Creepy, not scary. It was just phenomenal. The art, the visuals of the game were amazing. From the magical particle effects and the lands to the fighting, the creatures, the ghosts, the smoke and like foggy effect that comes off the plants and stuff that shows that it's infected was amazing. I don't know why people are complaining about this game, about not being able to kill absolutely everybody. You're supposed to, I mean, you could be the bad guy, but you're not supposed to be a murderer. A ruthless murderer, I guess. But, I mean, they're saying that, I know I saw some comments about saying, oh, you could do this 10 years ago in Skyrim. I think they did good for what they did. And I don't like comparing games to other games. Unless it's like comparing them to sequels or prequels or other games on the same thing. Like, I feel like I could compare Pillars of Eternity to this because it is a continuation. I would never compare this to Outer Worlds, even though it's the same company and the same style. I just wouldn't. I wouldn't compare this to Skyrim or Elder Scrolls. It's not fair. Different company, different vision. But I would say this was really, really, really good. I don't think I came across really any bugs. I know some people did, but this is my experience, and I don't think I did. The one thing I didn't really like is the amount of reading stuff, but that's just a personal thing. I don't really read a lot of the journals and stuff you find throughout many games, really, and if I do, I get bored of it really quickly and just stop halfway through. I'm sure it probably would have given more context to what's going on, but it just wasn't for me. And there's nothing wrong with that. Everybody plays their own way. But I really did enjoy this game. I would probably give it an easy 9.6. That feels right. Obviously, no game's perfect, but this game was really close to it. It was really fun. I didn't get bored. I enjoyed every time I picked this game up. I loved every second I was playing. It made me want to play more, but then I had to stop because I played too long and other stuff came out, and I didn't want to get bored of this game like I have done with so many other games that I played for consistently too long. But I thought it was a good length. I thought the story was phenomenal. The characters phenomenal. My favorite character, without a doubt, was Kai. I loved his development, his story, his side story with Tama. Amazing. Great side character companion. At first I did not like Marius, but when we got to his side story in Gallowing Tusks, oh my gosh, it broke me hard when he was saying goodbye to Inaku, when he said I love you. Wow, that I felt that. Giada, least favorite. Her story was interesting with the parents and everything, but I felt like it lacked depth. The payoff wasn't there. It was still a good story, but I don't even think I used to fight with her at all. And Yaxley was interesting all around. Interesting all around. The story was there. There wasn't really a side story, but The relationship, the weird. She was very down bad for no reason. But she was very powerful. She was the most powerful companion I had, and I loved that about her. I like how she grew as a mage and trained with the archmage, so that was cool. I feel confident with my decisions that I made throughout this game, and I enjoyed the finale I got with it. So yeah, I don't think I have anything else to say. So I hope you guys did enjoy. I hope you guys enjoyed the ending I got. If you guys got a different ending, tell me what it was, and maybe we could talk about it. But thank you for watching. If you want to see the story in its entirety, go to my YouTube channel, Spiritual Zombo, where you'll be able to see this game or anything else that I've played. If you don't see anything you like, please consider commenting or private messaging me about something you want to see, and I'll get to this game as soon as possible. So once again, thank you very much. Hope you have a wonderful evening, and if I don't see you again, thank you and good night.